Bismillah Rahman Rahim. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity. So you have to bear with me because I have a little bad throat today. As my colleague said, that my presentation will be briefly telling you the case study of Sumaira University, that how we implemented this character agenda and what kind of benefits the university is actually reaping after implementing this project. Have you ever wondered that we live in an age of unparalleled education, yet we face leadership crisis than any before? We have leaders who have degrees from finest universities, but we face corruption, moral erosion, dishonesty. We see so many CEOs manipulating the system. We have seen so many politicians dividing the nation. And there is a moral decay at every level of the society. It is not a crisis of knowledge, it is the crisis of character. And that moral erosion in the society has created what I call the leadership challenge of our age. Now let's ask, where do leaders come from? Mostly from our universities. And are universities doing what they're meant to do? Because universities shape lives. They are the soul of civilizations. They are the temples of wisdom that shape cultural values. And they are the intellectual hubs that convert HR into HR capital. But with this AI, our universities are facing a serious challenge in justifying the value of education. Because with the industrial age, we enabled our students with academic skills, but forgot teaching them how to live purposefully. We equipped them with skills, but not with the values of honesty, integrity, and service. We encourage competition, but forgot compassion. We are measuring excellence in grades and in rankings, but instead of integrity, humility, and service. And there is another debate concerning the role of universities. That can character be taught, or is it the aim of higher education? So last year we deliberated on this area a lot with lots of research and by engaging lots of academic leadership around the country. Mostly believed that character is not the topic of higher education, because mostly believe that students are beyond age and majority of them have already been shaped by the early education or their upbringing. But our thesis is built on the assumption that there are character traits that can be educable and amendable during the university years of any student. It is the responsibility of our educational institutions to provide such an environment that foster virtuous behaviors. So therefore, our thesis built on that character can be taught through inspirational influence, can be taught through structured curriculum, and can be sought by providing opportunities that can give them an environment to foster virtuous behavior. We further dig into the problem to find the solution. So we did extensive primary research with lots of stakeholders, including ambassadors, employers, faculty, students, and we also took this agenda at national level and engaged all the academic leadership of our country through regional roundtables. And the problems identified in our primary research leads to the most pressing area that character is the missing link in university education. So we decided not to complain about leadership crisis, but to respond to it. So we did lots of research, and our aim and our quest of Leading with Character project begins 2 years ago. That how we can reimagine our purpose and role of the university. The purpose of Leading with Character project was simple but profound. That how our universities can rise again and they can become the center of character formation and societal transformation. So we evaluated all the leadership models that has lasting impact on the society, but we couldn't find any better leader than our Prophet ﷺ, who is the ultimate role model and who is the most influential man in the history. So after critical evaluation of all leadership models, we found our resolve in the prophetic model of character-based leadership, which is indigenous, holistic, and timeless framework. This model demonstrates that authentic leadership flows from inside out. And it begins with a change from within, shapes our relationship with others, and influence the way we serve in our communities. So this model has transformational power to deal with all the challenges that has been highlighted by our primary research. And this model has 3 important spheres. The first sphere focuses on the personal virtues. For me, leadership is a journey that begins from self. And for true leadership, the real mastery of belief in Allah, honesty and integrity, responsibility and accountability, self-control, patience and gratitude. A leader who is grounded with these virtues can automatically have ability to deal with all the adversities, and they can make ethical decisions. And once the leader masters the personal foundation, the second sphere focuses on how they engage in relationship with others through inspiration. And to inspire others, leader needs empathy and compassion, humility and service, forgiveness and reconciliation. And the third sphere of our model focuses on a leader's broader impact in the society. A leader who is grounded with justice and fairness, courage and drive, inclusivity, brotherhood, wisdom and strategic vision. They have ability to build not only institutions, not only societies, but they build a flourishing society for generations to come. And these 12 virtues which we have identified in our model, they are inspired from the life of Prophet ﷺ, that how he implemented these virtues in everyday interaction with their companions and with their people. So these virtues, these 12 virtues, are not religious ideals. They are actually the blueprint for ethical leadership. So these virtues are universally relevant across any religion. They are timeless, and they can be implemented in any position, whether you are a leader, whether you are an educator, whether you are a community builder. If you implement this model, you can be very, very effective. But this transformation, the core thesis of this model is that the transformation begins from inside out approach. So at Superior University, we practice this model throughout the year. Our aim was that we took character as a strategic priority in the university, and we try to ensure that character has to be fostered and has to be reinforced everywhere in the university, whether it's classrooms, playing fields, our interaction with our students, faculty, staff, even in our recruitment system, in our quality assurance agenda, or in all the capacity building initiatives of the universities, where we try to ensure that we take a very, very holistic approach of integrating character into the university. So character is now the important core part of our mission of the university. That defines the ethos, and that defines and that drives us every day, that how we can play our important role in the moral awakening of our graduates to develop the flourishing society around us.
Not only that, our key assumption of the prophetic model, as I said, that it is inside out approach. So we took our top leadership, faculty, and staff as a role model. Because I personally believe if we really want to strengthen the character of our students, then our faculty and staff have to act as a role model first. So our faculty and staff act as moral educators. They went through various capacity building initiatives across the years through structured curriculums, and they went through variety of pedagogies, which include residentials, boot camps, reflection sessions, exams, vivas, real life case studies. And to ensure its effective implementation of our Leading with Character project, we divided the entire university into three major groups, which is Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie. And for every group, we have a team hierarchy, which ensures that character agenda not only visible in the university, but also implemented across the university. We embed character into our curriculum across the 3U1M journey, which is 3 years in the university powered by project-based learning and 1 year powered by 4 career streams. So we ensure that at every touch point, the character competence should be integrated into curriculum. And from this year onward, we have made cultivating leadership character course a compulsory course for our students as well, to develop their leadership skills and to enable and empower them to become citizens who can positively contribute into the society. Moreover, not only we integrated character into the curriculum, but we also embed character domains into our quality assurance agenda, because as I previously mentioned that there were various problems highlighted by students and faculty. So we embedded those character virtues into our feedback, both quantitative and qualitative, and we tried to make effective communication through you said we did reports in order to improve the student satisfaction in the university. Not only that, we try to build a strong ecosystem of embedding character into the university. So not only embedding character into curriculum, we believe that there has to be a well-designed, meaningful student engagement activities through which we can help them foster character virtues. because I personally believe that sports are not just an extracurriculars, they are the character laboratories, and they are the natural arena of ethical decision making, like honesty and respect for others. So we try to ensure that sports should be included in the character education curriculum. One of the key initiative was also a team building adventure, because we believe that by providing adventure based activities or adventure based learning, our student and staff, we put them into out of comfort zones so that they can learn the values of courage and confidence in unseen environments. They can practice service, humility, and empathy and compassion in dealing with unseen challenges or interaction with students and their peers. So our faculty and staff went through a 45 days rigorous leadership boot camp of cultivating leadership values based on the prophetic model. The objective of this boot camp is they not only understand about the prophetic leadership model, but also evaluate their character strength through various assessment and tools, and also develop the improvement plans that how they can be more effective in their personal, professional, and spiritual lives. So those who completed 45 days leadership boot camp, they were given another 4 months under the project of My Character, My Superpower. So My Character, My Superpower gives them a practical 4 months of implementing these 12 virtues, that how they practice these 12 virtues in their everyday interaction with the students and their peers. And they were advised to keep the reflective journals. And during these 4 months, faculty and staff are advised to write simple caselets of the scenarios in which they practice these virtues. So we have received more than 5,000 scenarios in which they implemented these character virtues. Now we have formed a book of 350 most impactful real life scenarios in which our faculty and staff implemented the prophetic model and the character virtues demonstrated in this model. And those who successfully completed My Character, My Superpower, they were given a beautiful gift at the end of this. So they went on a character to connection leadership retreat in Makkah and Medina. So it was the most amazing experience of our faculty. They returned with a renewed sense of purpose, that how they can contribute even better in the life of students, and by making our society flourishing society, and how we can play our effective role in building those societies. So now this is the most exciting part. So throughout the year, we went through various interventions, various strategies of capacity building of our faculty and staff. So this is the most exciting part, for which I feel so proud and so contented that we invested into this project during the 2 years' time, 210 million, and thousands man hours invested into implementing the Leading with Character agenda into the university. But results are amazing. And that gives us a goosebump that our university is now entirely changed university. We have a purpose-driven culture. We have performing teams now who are working on the agenda of excellence. Now, our faculty becoming more responsible, more committed, and our traditional teams converting into performing teams, And there is a culture of service leadership. They are selfless. They tend to help each other. They are ready for seeking new knowledge. Integrity of our faculty has drastically improved. Not only that, there are some numbers that actually tells us how university is improving. Our student satisfaction has significantly improved. Our faculty and staff discipline has significantly improved. Our quality of education is improving. Student enrollment increased, and our faculty retention has also improved. So these are just the outcomes, and there are many more than these numbers. It is not just a project for me. It is a cultural shift or a paradigm shift through which I believe universities can rise again. They can become center of character formation and societal transformation. And it will be unfair without acknowledging the curator of the project who put lots of effort, who is not only the dreamer, the architect, and the designer, and the implementation champion of superior leading with character project. He's our inspirational leadership, Professor Dr. Chaudhry Abdur Rahman. He is the main soul behind this entire transformation and behind this character project. So, ladies and gentlemen, and my dear colleagues, as you all know that we are facing this leadership or character deficit challenge. It's a wake-up call for all the universities, for educators, and for all of us. If we really want ethical leaders tomorrow, then we have to teach character today. Because I personally believe, I strongly believe, that character is contagious. If one person lives with honesty and integrity, others are inspired to do that. So let's make our universities the center of character formation. Let's rebuild our society, not from top down, but from inside out. And that's the investment on character initiatives. And in the end, as you all know, it is not the lack of leaders we have, it is the lack of character in the leadership. And together, we can change that. Thank you very much for giving me this honor and opportunity. And in the end, I must say that good higher education is good character education. There is a book. This will explain each and every bit of our Superior Leading with Character project, that what we have done during the past 2 years. And on this occasion today, I would like to take this liberty with the permission of our chairman, superior group, Professor Dr. Chaudhry Abdur Rahman, that if you wish that your faculty should be trained into these prophetic leadership model, our team will voluntarily will do that. All you have to do is to just submit your interest if you wish that you really want a transformation in your universities. So you can write on the email address above your interest, and our team will look after each and everything for you. So thank you very much.